All right, so here we're looking at multiplication when we have a solid dot here. So this is the same thing as f of x times g of x. So here we have x squared minus 9 times x plus 3. We have two binomials, so we have to double distribute. So here we get x cubed plus 3x squared minus 9x minus 27. And that would be our answer. We cannot simplify that any further. Here we have f over g of x. That's the same thing as f of x on top over g of x on bottom. So we have x squared minus 9 on top, x plus 3 on bottom. And at first it looks like we can't simplify anything because we can't cancel anything out. Remember, we cannot cancel 9 over 3 because this is a binomial in parentheses over a binomial. But if we look at the top, this is actually a perfect square binomial, which we can factor to x minus 3, x plus 3. Since it's a quadratic, it's a difference of squares. So now we have two binomials over a binomial, and now we actually can cancel an entire binomial. So we just get x minus 3. Now, if we look at the domains for each, the top one does not have any domain restrictions. It doesn't have a denominator, and it also doesn't have any radicals with even indexes. The bottom does have a restriction. This denominator cannot equal 0. So we need to set that equal to 0 and solve. So we get x cannot equal negative 3. So for part 2, only x cannot equal negative 3. Other than that, it can be all real numbers. For part 1, it can just be all real numbers with no restriction.